Welcome to KocoSports Weekly NXT Review. I'm going solo, so I'm going to have to hear Boom Boom say how I betrayed him, but hopefully Boom Boom will be here for our Survivor Series preview. And as always, we ask you in the comments, you can't do live comments because YouTube hates Google+, it's a long story. Win, loss, or tie, what did you think of the show? I am Dave Koco from KocoSports.com or KocoSports.net. It's where the world comes to kick ass, your home for combat sports, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. But more importantly, I'm at the new launched ProWrestling.me. Sign up today, be a founding father, be a pioneer member, and hopefully we can make one hell of a great community. Now, as far as this week's NXT, maybe this review will be a little bit quicker because I'm by myself, but who knows? With this week's NXT, I'm going to give it a tie. I'm going to give it a tie. At NXT, and I always get this question on social media and in the street. Actually, no one's ever asked me about NXT in the street a day in my life, but let's just go with it. But I always get this question on social media, and it's this. Is it overhyped? And I don't think it's overhyped if all you watch is WWE. It's by far the best product WWE is putting on. Raw, SmackDown, main event, it doesn't even come close to NXT. Now, the problem with NXT is they tell long storylines where it pays off on the pay-per-view, and that's great. It's just, I think people that are like, oh, I don't know about this NXT stuff, will turn on this and be like, this is overhyped. I don't think it's overhyped. I just think it's spread out. I think you have to be there for a long run. They tell a story, and then the pay-per-views or the major events, whatever they call them, do great. And I'm okay with that. I do wish it was a little better, and I do wish everyone that appeared on the show was a wrestler. I know that sounds crazy, but that's it. I don't think it's overhyped. I think the term overhyped is overused. Overhyped is overhyped. No, I just don't think NXT shines at the big events, and then they just move a storyline along, and then they give you a little pay-per-view worthy match here, a little tease here, a little tease there. So, but overall, I give it a tie. I don't think it's overhyped. Let's break this down. I'm reading the results. There's a link down in the doobly-doo. Reading the results on WWE.com by Bobby Mellick. How you doing, Bobby? First off, they make a big deal. It's official. Finn Balor is going to get Samoa Joe at TakeOver England. What is wrong with WWE? I understand you want to tell a storyline, but what? Wasn't this already official? Like, I don't understand. It would be like going to a surprise party, not a surprise birthday, and be like, "You're Dave! It's official! You are Dave!" And you're like, I've been Dave for like 900 fucking years. I know I'm Dave. I don't understand. It's official. I thought it was official like 3 weeks ago. At least it wasn't a goddamn contract signing. All right, so we start off. Then you have Nia Jax, who's green as shit, but they're protecting her pretty well, and it's going to be interesting to going against her biggest challenge to date, and I don't even know how big of a challenge it was, Carmella. Nia Jax is a bit slow, should be interesting. I hope she does well, but I fear that she's not. That's it. I don't know where I was going with that. They're hiding her weaknesses pretty well right now, but you can still see her weaknesses. And if she goes against a Kana, a Bayley, a Charlotte, a Sasha Banks, she'll be exposed for the fraud she really is. And I don't know. Hopefully she improves. Hopefully she keeps getting better and better. It was pretty much a squash match against Carmella. The announcers put her over like $1 million. And NXT announcers are pretty good. But when it comes to putting over someone that doesn't deserve to be put over, they don't have that pep in their step. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. They're like, look at Nia Jax. What a powerful move. She moves so fast. But then when there's like legit talent, they're like, do you believe it? Do you believe it? Oh my God. Like there's just more pep in her step. And the same thing with, oh God, we'll get to the last segment. The last segment is horrible. So Nia Jax does defeat Carmella. Nothing special, very skippable. But you get to see, maybe Nia Jax will improve and she'll become one of the greatest female wrestlers of all time. And you can be like, I was there. I watched it on NXT when she wasn't so great. So hopefully she just keeps improving because WWE and everyone is behind her 100%. And we have enough whores in the man division that we don't need whores in the women division. You know what I mean? Where you're not talented, but you're still out there. WWE. Sometimes you make me go crazy. Next, you have, I thought this should have been a pay-per-view or, I'll stop saying pay-per-view. I want to say pay-per-view because it's been embedded in my head. I'll start saying takeover. I thought this was going to be a takeover match. You had the Ascension go against Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. Chad Gable and Jason Jordan called them out because they were the greatest NXT tag team. Monday Night Raw did the Ascension no favors by them just losing to the fucking Dudleys. Like, Jesus Christ, I think me and Boom Boom could have held her. We could have held her own against the Dudleys better than that. Oh, great. Someone tweet Bully Ray. But the Ascension comes out, and even though I'm not an Ascension fan, I feel bad for them because, yeah, they might not be my cup of tea. They might not be the greatest tag team wrestlers in the world, but they got a Raw deal up on Raw. And the Ascension came back, and the NXT universe loved them, and it was kind of good. I enjoyed this. I'm going to say match of the night. I don't know. The main event was pretty good. It was a really good match. It's definitely worth going out of your way to see it, especially if you're a big NXT fan and been an NXT fan for a long time. I am so high on Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. I just think they're so entertaining, such great wrestlers. I bring this up a lot, but in indie world, in indie wrestling, a lot of people say they're technical wrestlers, and that's just an excuse for they suck. These guys are legit amazing technical wrestlers and just entertaining. It reminds me of Kurt Angle. It just instant fall in love, and hopefully they keep it up and hopefully they get treated right. Them and the Ascension put on a pretty decent match. It was two different styles and they did it. And the Ascension, I didn't know if they were going to do the right thing down in NXT because I don't read spoilers, but they did, I just wish on Raw they gave him a little more respect. And that's coming from a guy who hated the Ascension. I don't know if I hated him. I just never was a fan. I was like, well, what do you see in him? All right, sure. That was always my attitude towards them. But, they don't deserve what they're getting up there on Raw. Man. I wonder if they just came in and just, fucking pissed on Vince McMahon by accident. I just picture the Ascension standing in between Vince McMahon and they're peeing, and Vince McMahon's peeing, and he's doing his Vince McMahon laugh like, ha 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 ha, I'm peeing. I took out Donald Trump and Taj Mahal and whatever the fuck. Vince McMahon loses his mind, whatever the fuck he's talking about. Ted Turner can suck on my balls. And the Ascension's like, wow, thanks, boss. And they turn and they both piss on him. And I think maybe that's what happened. That's what explains their WWE career. But overall, I think if you're an NXT fan, Jordan Gable fan, or want to see the Ascension be appreciated, even if you're not a fan, just see them be appreciated. I almost say this is a can't-miss match. You should go out of your way to check it out. It was a really entertaining match, and that's why I was shocked. I talk about, NXT not always putting on good matches, NXT not always giving the fans what they want because they want you to do TakeOver. I thought for sure this was going to be a TakeOver match. So overall, pretty excited about it. Next, you got Emma defeats Mary Kate. I kept looking at Mary Kate because, I don't know if she's a Florida indie girl, but I was like, Mary Kate, that name sounds familiar. She looks familiar. I don't know. I'll do some research. But the whole time I was watching this match, I'm like, man, do I know this girl? And I've had situations on this show, 3 or 4 times where I have no idea who that wrestler is, and they've worked for me. Yeah, the old memory ain't what she used to be. She ain't what she used to be. She ain't what she used to be. Emma defeats Mary Kate. It's pretty much a squash. Then the Dana Brooke, and there's a segment backstage with Kana, a.k.a. Asuka. I'm probably slaughtering that name. I'm just going to call her Kana. I can't. I cannot not call her Kana. Anyway, there's a segment backstage. They're asking her about her mask. She doesn't say anything. Dana Brooke comes over, and she's insulted that Kana tapped her on the head. Not that she beat the fuck out of her friends. And she's like, I'm going to challenge you next week. And I was like, ooh, good. We can see a Kana match, and we get to see Dana Brooke. And okay, I wasn't really giving a shit about Dana Brooke. I just figured if Bayley beats all these fucking nobodies and Kana beats all these nobodies, it's fast forward to Kana versus Bayley. Like, I got a checklist. Like, it's a big, all right, we got to get rid of that girl, got to get rid of that girl, got to get rid of that girl, and eventually they'll have a Kana versus Bayley match. But Asuka says, I'll challenge you next week. Kana takes the mask off, smiles. She says, you're on. Yes. I don't know what the fuck she said. What was that, English? And the match is on next week. Then she pats the announcer on the head, tells him go away. The camera's still rolling, and they're like, this is just bad. Like, all right. There was no need for it, but, like, they should have just cut the camera off, because even if they have an evil plan, it's just stupid. But the announcer leaves, Kana leaves, and they're like, did she fall for it? Did she fall for the evil plan? Oh, I got an evil plan. And that was Emma and Dana Brooke. And Emma is supposed to be serious now to take on Kana, which, all right. Okay, sure. That would be like me fucking fighting Mike Tyson in his prime, getting knocked the fuck out, and be like, yeah, Dave Koco's going to take it serious this time. No, you're still going to get knocked the fuck out. Game over, folks. So there you go. I mean, worst case scenario, Emma beats Kana and fucking Red beats Bayley. Oh my fucking god. Why? Why do I dream of such horrible things? Anyway, next you have a non-title tag team match. I don't give a shit about non-title tag teams. And it's the champions, Dash and Dawson. They defeat Corey Hollis and John Skyler. If I mispronounce the names, I apologize to them and their family. It's a non-title match, so I just stopped paying attention. As soon as I hear non-title match, like, pretend this is the Twitter machine. They're like, oh, it's a non-title match. I'm like, Calvin and Hobbes. 30 years ago they came out. Today's Mickey Mouse and Warren Moon's birthday. All that's factual, by the way. These are the things I learned why this non-title match was going on. Because what the fuck does it matter? First off, you can make an argument about every NXT champion being the best wrestler at the right time for the title, for the main title, which the main men's title, the NXT title. You can make an argument about the women. You can be like, oh, Bayley's not as good as Kana, but Kana has to be built up, so you can have an argument that the NXT Women's Champion was always with the best woman at the time, timing-wise. You can't say that about the tag team titles. Like, I don't think the Vaudevillains should have won. I don't think fucking the Disco Cowboys who fucking hang out with fucking Dumb and Dumber, I don't know. The tag team championship it never feels like it's with the best tag team. It's like, we're the tag team champions. I'm like, dude, I have to fucking Wikipedia you. Hold on, who's the tag team champs? All right, I'll let you grow. Oh, you already lost the title? Who's the tag team champs? Wikipedia? All right, well, I guess they already lost. Fuck it. Just give it around. Give it to everybody. Fucking Eva Marie, you're tag team champions. What the fuck does it matter? I just hope eventually, hey, you might hate the Ascension, but at the time, storyline-wise, it felt like, no, they were the best tag team. It felt that way. It has not felt that way in a long time. Like, it's funny because the week prior to them winning a new tag team champions, if you list the tag teams, they wouldn't be in the top 5. Let me rephrase that so it makes a lot more sense. If you ask someone, let's see, Dash and Dawson, and you said, hey, list off the 5 best tag teams in NXT, they would be towards the bottom. Same, it's just, all right, Dash and Dawson's the tag team champs. They defeated. They're going to go get the rematch against the Vaudevillains. Can we just all agree that Jason Jordan and Chad Gable are really the tag team champions? I mean, ever since fucking Amori and his buddies fucking left because of injuries and side projects or wherever the fuck he went. I mean, really, Jason Jordan and Gable are really the champs. The other guys are like, I can't believe it. It's an upset. No, it's not an upset when it happens 3 times in a row. All right? It's not an upset. It's just shitty booking. It's shitty fucking booking. It's not an upset. Can you believe the fucking Rhinestone Cowboys won the tag titles? I don't even know who they are. No, I don't believe it. It's fucking stupid. It's all right. So it's an upset. Let's see where this goes. The Vaudevillains win. All right, they're character tag team. Sure, why not? Who won it now? Dash and okay. I see what we're going with. But we're not even gonna give the best tag teams in the. All right, fine. That's what you do. Thanks for your non-title match, assholes. Next, you got Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. I enjoyed this match, but I just didn't enjoy the promos and the stories building up to it. I think Alexa Bliss at the last second changed her storyline a bit because Alexa Bliss was really Sasha Banks. Like, Sasha Banks is in WWE Raw tonight playing Sasha Banks will be Alexa Bliss, but she changed it up last second, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good match, but the problem is, it's like, the problem with WWE right now is no matter what goes on, they have the best talent in the world, and it doesn't make fucking sense why the best talent isn't wrestling all the time. It's like, all right, and then, like, I understand if you have to stall and all that shit, but I don't think they have to stall. I mean, look how great the women's division is. Look how great. I have a thing, and it's a pretty, and here you go. I think WWE hates women. I think they hate women with all their friggin' heart. Not even close. And I think they're like, oh, fat nerds like women now. Sure. Okay. Let's just throw women out there. We'll have John Cena's cock warmer. We'll have Eva Marie. How is Eva Marie in the main event of anything? Of anything. How demoralizing is that if you're like a real person in the back? It was like, oh, Eva Marie, she's nobody and she's improving and now she gets a title shot. It's just, and you could be like, oh, Dave, you hold it to a high standards. It's not a sport. Who in entertainment does that? Think about it. All right, let's go the entertainment route. Who just randomly, all right, besides porn, who just randomly picks a hot chick that has no idea how to act and puts her on Broadway? Who does that? Nobody. Nobody does that. But WWE, they're champions of, and I know what it is. I just think they don't have pride in what they do. Wrestlers don't have to wrestle. Actors don't have to act. It's pretty much just an ass-kissing fest, and we'll make anyone a star. All right, sure, whatever. Make Eva Marie a star. How fucking sad and depressing is it going to be when Eva Marie wins? Oh well. We had that. Let's remember those great moments when we had a women's division. The 4 horsewomen, Sasha Banks, Charlotte, Bayley, the other one who looks like Gadget. Those were good times. Kana was just around the corner. Yeah, Paige used to be a wrestler. Those were good times. You know what I mean? I want to make if I wasn't lazy, and I assure you I am lazy, I would make a women's highlight video and with the Ric Flair music. Leave the memories alone. Leave the memories alone. Overall, Bayley does defeat Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss couldn't have her 2 former tag team champions that I honestly cannot remember the names of. And overall wasn't bad. The crowd was really behind Bayley. And after the match, they think the show's over. Oh, no. Eva Marie ruins everything. Eva Marie comes out, and she's getting heel heat. Poor Jake the Snake Roberts. Poor Rick Rude. Poor real fucking heels. She comes out there and maybe cuts to one of the worst promos ever. I have concussions. I stutter. I am not a very clear speaker at times. And sometimes, I have not spoken so well, like right now. But holy shit, man. That was bad. That was bad. A dude that stutters and twitches over concussions, Semper Fi, is more like I am convinced that Vince McMahon punched me in the back of the head, threw me in one of those little doggy carriers, blindfolded me, threw me in the bottom of a jet, flew the WWE jet to the NXT arena, threw me out there, fucking starved me for like 4 days, and then cattle prodded me out to the ring and said, "Ta-da! You're in front of the NXT audience." And I like shit, piss, puke all over me. Still would cut a better promo than her. Jesus Christ, that was horrible. You got a fucking take. Okay. All right. Sure. I don't read spoilers, but if I'm going to make this promise right now. As a guy who believes, women are equal, as a guy who wants my daughter to do great things in a man's world, I will never, ever call a woman wrestler again. If Eva Marie wins the title, you're all whores. Now, some of you whores might be more talented than the others, but yeah, your craft, your skills, they mean nothing. They mean nothing. Absolutely nothing. I really, it's not my proudest moment, but I've done a lot of stuff for money. And one thing I used to do is I used to promote, amateur. This is going to be embarrassing, but I'm going to come out. I used to promote amateur jello wrestling, and there's a lot of money in that. Like, you would just find 2 girls that get dressed up in a bikini, you pay for their bar tab, they go out there, and dude, they really beat the shit out of each other. Oh god, man, there's some of those girls. Some girls know how to fight really well, and some girls don't know what they're getting themselves into. They're like, oh, it's jello, it's fun. And then meanwhile, on the other side is a girl that's so drunk, thinks she's Ronda Rousey, and be like, no, I'm drinking free tonight, bitch. And meanwhile, the one gets concussion, the one gets free drinks. Hooray for everybody. Not my proudest moment. But I can tell you this. Every single woman that fell into that batch of jelly for me, more talented than Eva Marie. You can literally pick a random person. And, really, you can pick a random person off the street, and she'll be just as talented. I still love the idea of Lance Storm. If I had money, this would be my job. This would be my reality idea. I would get Lance Storm a professional wrestling ring. I'd put it in the ring, and I'd say, you guys got an hour to put on a good match. Just pick 2 random strangers. Lance Storm trains them for an hour, and I guarantee some of those matches would be better than Eva Marie's and a couple of the matches WWE has put on. So, there you go. You excited? Eva Marie gets her title shot. Oh, what a great story about an underdog. Overall, I know I picked on Eva Marie a lot, but overall, I give it a tie. The 2 matches that you definitely have to watch is the Bayley Bliss match and the Jason Jordan and Chad Gable versus the Ascension match. I think those are 2 must-watches. I think everything else is fast-forward. I think, and overall, I give it a win. All right, I'm going to check live comments on social media. Please check out KocoSports.net. You can follow us on Twitter at KocoSports. Boom, boom, boom. On ProWrestling.me, sign up. So that'd be awesome. A lot of guys are doing awesome. Herman Fredrickson, I just want to give shout-outs. LK, who's going to be on the show soon. Zachary Zilholla. Zachary, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I apologize. Just Jason. See, he's got an easy name. Midnight Wrestling. So, yeah, we have a lot of great guys. And they're just slowly but surely filling up the content. And hopefully one day a lot of people will join them and we can have a great little community over there. So, and have conversations. I want this show... I know it's really hard because of no live comments, but I would love this show and ProWrestling.me to have a pro wrestling bar type vibe and feel. So appreciate it. And boo. Thank you for those that liked it on Facebook. And I think I am done, ladies and gentlemen. KocoSports.net, Koco Plays, ProWrestling.me. Links down in the doobly-doo. NXT had 2 good things going for them. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to go eat dinner. With that, I am over. Bum, 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 bum.